Okay, good morning.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
Morning,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Today we'll study about phasor representation of sinusoidal quantity. Now you can see this is the sine wave. This is the sine wave. Now it is very difficult to deal analysis, quantitative analysis using sine wave. Every time you have to draw, okay, it is very difficult with this magnitude. You can see magnitude you have to draw, time period you have to draw properly. Okay. So this time period you have to draw properly. Pure sine wave should be there to get proper magnitude at different times. Okay. And if you want to add any quantities like DC, okay, suppose easily you can add two sources, V1 plus V2. Okay, I will show this one. You can see here, okay. Here you can see here, this one DC. This is minus to plus, minus to plus. Rise in voltage, rise in voltage. Both can be added and you can get 14-volt result as a result. Easily you can do that one, okay? But here in AC it is very difficult. Okay, AC it is very difficult here. Okay, now you can see this is going positive cycle with same phase relations, 6 volt, 6 volt. Then what both are going same phase here. Okay. Here this is also same phase, this is also same phase. But voltage is 8 volt here, here voltage is 6 volt here. When they are going same phase, easily you can write because phase difference is 0. Whenever this is starting, this is also starting. Whenever it is reaching maximum, this is also reaching maximum. Then we can write easily 14 volt 0 degree like that. Okay. Now here in case of here plus minus, minus to plus, subtraction is there. Okay. Then we can write easily 2 volt. Now here again AC 6 volt, 8 volt, but phase opposition is there. The resultant is 2 volt 180 degree like that. The difference we have to write 180 degree lagging. So here you can see resultant is having different phase angle. Now in electrical circuit you will be having different phase angles, not only 180 degree, 20, 40, 60. Then it will be very difficult to add and subtract AC quantities. Whereas DC it is quite easy. Okay, that's why how to deal with AC quantities that we are going to study today. Now we can see this is the AC sine wave. This can be represented by simple vector. Okay, you are seeing this one. This is simple vector Im. Okay. Now the magnitude. This is the maximum value Im. So now that can be represented by using this vector Im. Okay. So now after okay. 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 Now you can see, okay, this is the AC quantity. It can be simply represented with this vector. Now I want to find out value after theta degree. This is from here to here, it is 90 degree. Okay. But after theta degree, what is the value? Okay. Then what I have to do, see, this is the vector I am here. Okay. I will rotate this vector in this direction, omega. How much? By angle theta degree. The vertical distance, whatever it is there, it is representing the magnitude. It is representing the magnitude. You can see here, this distance and this distance, both are same. Okay. So by projecting this vertically, this vector like this, you will get actual magnitude of this one. So at any degree, suppose this is 90 degree, from here to here 90 degree. Okay, 90 degree. Now you can see from here to here 90 degree, the voltage is maximum. This is the IM. Now IM is projected here. IM is projected like this. Okay, so wherever you can rotate by 360 degree. Okay, if you take this vector here, okay, by an angle theta 2, then you will get this. Okay, then you can see this 90 degree. Okay, here it is lagging this side, so you will get negative values, corresponding negative values here. Again, if you project like this here, you will get negative values. Okay, now you are converting the sine wave into simple phasor with a magnitude. Magnitude is equal to IM. This length equal to IM. The length of the phasor, what you have to select, that is equal to IM. Okay, and the angle is theta, where you want to find out. Like that, you have to draw the phasor diagram. Okay, now you can see here, this is the diagram. Okay, now at this is the vector. Okay, this is the vector here. Okay, this is the vector you can see here. Okay, now if you see in this direction, you will get 0, nothing you will see along with this phasor. Voltage is 0 here. Now this voltage is projected here, this much length. This is the voltage at this point after 30 degree. After 60 degree, this is the voltage. This is the voltage. After 90 degree, this is the voltage. Okay, like that, whenever you rotate the phasor by 360 degree, you will get corresponding this one. Corresponding this one. Okay. So, is it clear? Hello, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is how to draw the vector diagram. Okay. Whenever you want any voltage at any angle, then you have to draw this one. Suppose you want voltage at 180 degree. Okay. So this is the vector. This is the vector. Okay. Now at 240 degree, this is the vector. Then you have to project vertically. You have to project vertically like that. Okay. Now you can see, just you observe this one. Okay, when you project this vertically, you are projecting, you are getting sine wave here. So at this point you are projecting, this point you will get. When you project this one, you get this point like that. Okay, now you are getting sine wave here. Vertical distances, whenever you project, you get sine wave. Okay, now if you want what equivalent of sine wave, you should read the vertical distances of the phasor. This is the vertical distances. Then you will get exact value of the voltage of the sine wave. Now, if you see here this waveform, okay, if you project horizontal this one horizontally, okay, this is the horizontal phasor in the horizontally, you will get this waveform. This point, you will get this point, okay. This point, you will get this point. This point, you will get this point, okay. This point, okay. This point. You can see here at point D, the magnitude is maximum. Okay, at point P, this one, the magnitude is maximum. Whereas at P, the magnitude is 0 here. Okay, so it is exactly opposite of sine wave. Okay, you can see here cosine wave maximum at 180 and 0 degree. Cos 0 is 1 and cos 180 is 1. This will be maximum. Okay, but here it is sine 0, sine 180 is 0. That's why it is 0. So now horizontal distances represent cosine wave and vertical distances represent sine wave. That you remember. Okay. Now let's say phase and phase differences. Okay. Now there are two quantities, I1 and I2, and they are having phase differences. See, one is starting at 0. You can see here this one I2 is started here. Okay, but I1, if you see this one, this is the I1. Okay, before I2 it has started. This has started to generate. Here you can see it is started to generate. So it means that it is having phase difference of 0. So I1 has started here. After angle pi, this is the angle pi, I2 will start. I2 will start. Okay. Now you can see, now I1 has started earlier, okay, at an angle pi. So it reaches maximum here first. I2 has started later by an angle pi. So it reaches later. Maximum reaches later. Again, phase difference between this and maximum values are pi. You can see phase differences in maximum values or in 0 values. Okay, so there you will get the phase differences between 0 crossing point or maximum crossing point. Okay, so this is called phase difference. There are two quantities, alternating quantities are there, and they are having different magnitude, IM1 and IM2. Okay, now IM2, it is following standard equation. I2 is equal to IM2 sine omega t. Omega t is equal to 0, voltage is 0. Omega t is equal to 180, and here it is 0. It is following standard equation. Whereas I1, it has got phase difference of pi 1. This is angle pi 1. Okay, this is angle pi 1. It is having a phase difference of pi. Okay, it's pi or pi 1, you can say. Okay, I will write here because in the equation pi 1 I have selected. So I will write it as this is the pi 1. Okay, now you can see pi 1. Then how to write the equation? I1 is equal to IM1 is the magnitude, sine of omega t plus pi 1. This is the phase difference that you have to add. Okay, so it is this you have to add. This may be minus or it may be plus. Now it has started early, it is leading, that's why I have written plus here. I1 has started early, means it is leading the IM2. Okay, it has started early, that's why I have written plus. If it is started later, it can be written as minus. Okay, it can be written as minus. Okay, so this is how waves can be represented in phasor form. You can see here. Okay, now this IM2, it is a standard form. I have represented with this IM2. Now IM1 is leading by an angle pi. IM is leading by an angle pi 1. Okay, it is leading by an angle pi 1 here. This is the angle. Okay, so this angle between this, so you have to take the angle, how much angle it is leading. then you have to draw this vector. Okay. Now, at 0 point, what is the voltage at 0 point of I2? At 0 crossing point, what is the voltage of I2? Is it waveform is clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, my question is that what is the voltage of I2 at 0 crossing point?
Zero.
0. Okay, here you can see 0. Okay. What about what is the value of I1 at 0 crossing point? This value, can you see here 0 crossing point? I1 is this much from here to here. Okay, because I1 has started earlier
Yes,
here.
sir.
Okay, I1 has started earlier. Okay, this is the value. Okay, after 90 degree, okay, IM2 will become maximum here. Okay, then after 90 degree, this quantity after 90 degree it becomes, but already this has started. Okay, this waveform has started earlier, so only this much angle is required to reach the maximum, because this phi 1 is already, it is there, some angle theta here. Okay, whatever it is there, phi a or phi 1 angle, this, all those things. Okay, so now we are converting these waveforms. See, you try to draw the waveform, whatever I have drawn. Okay, just try to draw this one in your this one books. Let me see how you'll draw. Have you drawn? Okay, finished? Finished or not?
No, sir.
Done, sir.
Oh. Now, you might have observed, okay, if whenever you're drawing the LC sine wave, if it is not uniform, if it is not actually according to sine wave, you will not get proper values at any angle, okay? It should be perfect sine wave. Okay, these are the difficulties. Okay, this is with only two waves. If many waves are there, then it will be again it is complex in nature. This is the reason why we go for phasor representation. Okay, AC quantities we are turning into this one. Okay. Now we can see here. This is sinusoidal waveform. Blue is one waveform. So red is one waveform. Okay. So this is the magnitude of this one, and this is the magnitude of outer one. This one. Okay. So this is rotating with this in this plane, and this is rotating here in this plane. Phasor representation. Okay. When it comes here, it is 0 here. When it comes here, it is 0 here. Okay. But you can see here the value at this point, angle. This point, blue line, it will show this one. Okay. Now, if three quantities are there, AC quantities, how to add these things? One has 0 phase difference, another has 35 degree, another has minus 64. You cannot add directly. You cannot find the resultant of this one. Okay. Then you have to take the help of phasors. Now you can see there are three waveforms. Okay. There are three waveforms. Can you see? Now you are supposed to find out the resultant of three waveforms. Can you find out resultant of three waveforms?
By phasor.
Not phasor. With these waveforms. Resultant one you have to find. See, there are three waveforms, C, D, E. Okay. Now you can see from 0 to 30 degree. From 0 to 30 degree in the waveform, C, blue color, it is positive. And D and D, you
Yes,
can
sir.
see D and D are negative. Okay. So resultant will be negative. Resultant will be negative. Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
after 30 degree, D started becoming positive. Now C and D are positive, but E is
Negative.
E is negative. Okay. E is negative. Again, you have to find out this one there. Okay. Again, you have to find out negative this one. Resultant you have to find out. Again, you have to find out resultant here. If negative is greater than this plus and plus, then resultant will be negative. If these two positives are more positive than this negative, then resultant will be positive. The waveform will be in positive.
Sir,
Okay.
what if there are four waves?
Three waves.
No, hypothetically, if there are four waves, then what will be the resultant?
Four waves. Huh?
Yes, sir.
No, all you have to add and subtract according to their position. Whatever, 4, 5, 6, whatever it may be. Okay. You have to add and subtract. Whatever, if negative is there, you have to subtract. Positive is there, you have to add. Okay, at this point, this point here, it is crossing here. Okay, you can see this one crossing point. You can see here this one. See, D and D are positive here, but voltage from E is negative. So from here to you can see here this one. Okay. Now from this point I will project here. Okay. So now both are positive and this is negative. Negative is less here, only this much negative. But this and this both are positive here up to this. This and this double twice this one. Now distance will be here. Double means up to come, it will come here. And minus this means it may come here. The resultant voltage may be like this. It may come here up to this. Okay. Again here this positive goes on increasing like this. So it is very difficult to draw the resultant of AC quantities. Okay, to get the AC quantities from sine wave. So that is the reason you should take help of phasors. It is quite easy to find out the resultant of AC quantities using phasors. Okay. Now we'll see addition and subtraction of alternating quantities. Okay. Now you can see there are three alternating quantities. One is I1 is equal to Im1 sine omega t plus theta 1. I2 Im2 sine omega t. I3 Im3 sine omega t minus theta 2. Okay. Now I told vector of rotation is in this direction. Now this is standard for my 2. So I will represent this Im2. See how to represent vector? You have to draw the vector. That way vector size should be equal to maximum value. Maximum value. What is the maximum value of second vector? Im2. Here Im2. I have drawn this one. Okay. Because it is standard form, I have to draw horizontally with zero phase difference. Zero phase difference. This is the x-axis, reference axis. This is the reference. Now your vector is rotating like this. Okay, now come to Im1. Im1 you can see Im1 is equal to sine omega t plus theta 1. Okay, there is a plus theta 1. I told plus theta 1 means plus indicates leading. That waveform is leading the I2 by angle theta 1. So what I will do, I will draw this Im1 at an angle theta 1. Okay, I1 is there now. What is the maximum value? Im1. This length should be Im1 from here to here. So what is an angle? Theta 1. This is an angle theta 1. Okay. Then I3. I3, it is having an angle minus theta 2. So this is angle plus in this rotation and minus means it is in this direction. This is minus theta 2. So maximum value is Im3. This distance should be Im3. Okay. Like that you have to draw. Like that you have to draw. Okay. This is Im1, Im2, Im3. Okay. Now, as I told, suppose any vector is there. Okay. Any vector is there. Okay. Now, this vector can be resolved into two components. This is I. This vector, okay, can be resolved into two components if this is angle theta. So now, okay, this vector, this is I will resolve into two vectors, two components. One is horizontal component, another is vertical component. What is the horizontal component of that one? I cos
omega t.
Omega t. Here omega t is equal to theta. Okay. Omega t is equal to theta. I cos theta. What is vertical component of this one?
I sin theta.
I sin.
I
Theta.
sin
sin
theta. I sin theta. Okay. Resultant, okay, is equal to I square cos square theta plus I square sin square theta. Square root if you take, you will get I only. You will get I only. Okay. So now here what you have to do, when more than one phasors are there, you have to add all the horizontal components. All the horizontal component. And whatever you are resolving, okay, this component, this component, this component, you are resolving into vertical and horizontal component. All components you have to resolve into vertical and horizontal components. Okay. Once you resolve, what you have to do, you have to add all horizontal components and you have to add all the vertical components. This is vertical components. This is horizontal components. Okay. Now, after adding all vertical and horizontal components, you can find out resultant IMR. You can see here this one. Draw this result, all the horizontal components. Okay, whatever you have added, summation of vertical components, then you can find out resultant of this one easily. Okay, that is how you are finding out the resultant. Okay, now see summation of S summation, you have to add IM1 cos theta 1, IM2 nothing. Okay, angle is 0 here. Angle is 0 here. Okay, cos 0 is 1. So cos 0 is 1. Cos 0 is 1. Okay, so no IM2, only IM2, cos 0. Then IM3, cos pi 2, cos theta 2, IM3. Similarly, summation of vertical components. Okay, summation of y is equal to IM1 sin theta 1. See, vertical component of this one you see IM2. Sin 0, angle is 0 here, sin 0 is 0. Or if you see the projection, vertical, you can see projection is 0. Projection is 0. Okay, projection is 0. So that's why second quantity y component will be 0. Because sin 0 is 0. Here, minus IM3 sin theta 2. You can see this one, this quantity. Okay. Now, vertical component, when you project this one, when you resolve into vertical component, horizontal will go in this direction. This is x plus direction. This x is minus direction. Okay. This side it is minus. Opposite side this is minus. This is minus. This is y minus. This is y minus. Now this component, when you resolve into vertical component, it will come down here. That is in the y minus axis. Y minus axis. So this quantity will be minus. Here, IM1, when you resolve into y component, it will come here. That is plus y axis. That is plus here. Okay, that's why IM1 is plus here. IM3 is minus here. Okay. Now maximum value resultant, you can find out IMR is equal to square root of summation of x horizontal component whole square plus vertical component whole square. Okay. Now resultant you got. Okay. Then what is the angle? This is pi r. This is whatever angle you are getting here. Okay. This is angle is pi r. So how much angle it is making with x-axis? The resultant vector, how much angle it is making with x-axis? Okay. So that pi, this is the pi. Okay. That can be calculated using tan inverse of summation of y divided by sigma x, sigma y by sigma x. Okay. Now, in standard form, you can write IR is equal to IMR. This is the resultant you have found out using this equation. This is the magnitude of all the waveforms, IM1, IM2, IM3. Okay. So this you will get IM. Resultant magnitude is the IMR, and its phasor angle. Phasor angle is sin omega t. It may be plus or minus pi. Pi you got, you substitute here. Okay. Now resultant easily you can draw. Okay. Suppose IR is equal to what? IM1, IMR. Okay. 100 volt sin omega t plus 45. Suppose plus 45. Okay, plus 45. What it means? This is the resultant IR you got. Okay, this IMR, this is the magnitude. This is the magnitude. Okay, but it is plus 45 is there. What it means? It is leading by an angle 45 degrees centigrade. Okay, it is not starting from 0. It is starting earlier at an angle 45 degrees centigrade. This angle is 45. This angle is 45. If it is minus, then it will start from here, lagging. After 0, it starts. So it has not started at 0. It has got lagging of 45. If it is minus, then you have to start from here. This magnitude should be 100. That is IMR. Okay. So it is very easy to get this resultant from the vectors. Finally, you will get this equation and you can find out the resultant waveform. Resultant waveform. Resultant magnitude, what is the phasor relation? Resultant waveform you can get easily. But whereas using this, it is very difficult to draw the resultant and get the resultant. Okay. So these are the advantages of phasors. How to add, and you can subtract also. Add and subtract also. Okay. Is it clear? Any doubt here?
Yes, sir. Clear.
What about others?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if anybody doesn't understood, just tell me. If you got any doubt, now only you ask. Okay. Now, how to subtract the vectors? Now you have seen addition of this one. How to subtract? Okay. So now suppose two vectors, I1 minus I2. I1 minus I2, two vectors. How to subtract? Okay. Here what you have to do, minus I2. Okay. This is suppose minus I2 is there. That you have to replace in the opposite quadrant. And you draw in the opposite quadrant, this will become positive. This will become positive. Okay. This is IM3. IM3. Okay. Whichever the negative quantity is there, that you have to draw in the opposite quadrant, opposite 180-degree phase difference. Then that will become positive. Then you can add and you can follow these rules. You can follow this rule. This is the rule for the addition of the phasors. Okay. So whenever negative vectors are there, what you have to do? You have to draw it in 180-degree phase shift. Then it will become opposite. Minus of minus, 180-degree, that minus of minus. You can see here. Here it is plus is there. If you shift here, this side, it becomes minus. Already minus is there. If you shift this side 180-degree, it becomes plus. Here it is minus. If you shift here, it will become plus, like that. Okay. So like that, you have to do the job. Okay. There is no rule for the subtraction of this one, or phasors. For subtraction, what you have to do? You have to phase shift by 180-degree and add. You follow the addition rules only. Now these are the formulas, converting sines to cosine and vice versa. Can you see this one? You have to remember these rules. What is that? Minus sine omega t is equal to sine omega t plus or minus 180. Minus cos omega t is equal to cos of omega t plus or minus 180. Minus cos omega t is equal to cos omega t plus or minus 180. Okay, note down the formulas, this one. Plus or minus sine omega t is equal to here cos of cos omega t plus or minus 90. Here plus or minus cos omega t is equal to sine of omega t plus or minus 90. Is it okay with the formulas?
Yes, sir.
Okay, already
Yes, sir.
you have come across these relations. Okay, you just remember these relations. Okay. Now we'll try to solve the problem here. You note down this problem. So everyone try to solve this one. Soon after the session, I will ask you to send your photocopies, whatever you have solved. Then I will check up randomly.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell.
The photocopy of whatever we have solved.
Yeah, whatever you are noting down now, whatever you are solving there, that I will ask, that you are supposed to send me, okay?
Okay, sir. When do we have to submit?
That I will tell you, okay?
Okay, sir.
Roll number 30. Can you read the problem? Roll number 30. Read the problem. Are you there or not? Roll number 30. Only she has logged and gone, I think. Okay. Your attendance 1. Roll number 1. 2.
Present, sir.
3.
Present, sir.
4. 5.
Present, sir.
6.
Present, sir.
7.
Sir, one is also present.
7.
Sir, number 1 present.
8.
Present, sir.
9.
Present, sir.
10.
Present, sir.
11.
Present, sir.
12.
Present, sir.
13. Okay, left. 14.
Present, sir.
15.
Present, sir.
16.
Present, sir.
17. 18.
Present, sir.
19.
Present, sir.
20.
Present, sir.
21.
Present, sir.
22.
Present, sir.
23.
Present, sir.
24. 24. 25. 25. 26.
Present, sir.
27.
Present, sir.
28.
Present, sir.
29.
Present, sir.
30.
Present, sir.
30. Okay, I asked to read the problem. Read the problem. Is it clear or not in your screen?
Clear, sir.
Clear, na? Please read that one. See here, two AC voltages are represented as follows. One is 30 V1 30 sine 314t plus 45 degree. Means it is leading by an angle 45. V2 60 sine 314t plus 60 degree. Okay. So this is VM1, this is VM2. This is pi 1 angle, pi, this is angle pi 2. So you have to represent the standard in terms of like this Vm sine 314, this is 3 omega t plus or minus pi. Okay. Now this is phasor diagram V1t and V2t. How to draw the V1t? So this is the V1. V1 is 30. This is V1. Okay. What is the angle? Can you see here? Angle is 45. Angle is 45. From you have to move like this. So at an angle 45 degree, I have drawn this 30 volt, this one, because maximum value is 30. It is plus 45. That's why I have this side. If you rotate, this is in this direction. This is plus 5. Okay. I have drawn at 45 degree. And second also, magnitude is 60. This magnitude is 60, but angle is 60 degree. Angle is 60 degree. This is 60 degree. So I have drawn this vector here. Okay. First, you have to draw 30 volt, 60 volt vectors like this. Is it clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
After that, this vector you have to resolve into horizontal component and vertical component. What is the horizontal component of 30 volt? This one. What is the horizontal component of this one?
30 cos 45 degree.
Yeah, correct. 30 cos 45 degree. Vertical component?
30 sine
60,
30 sine
60
45.
sine.
sine 45 degrees.
No, 30 sine 45 vertical component. What about this second V2? What is its horizontal component?
60 cos 45 degree.
No. Second, how much angle it is?
60 degrees.
60 cos 60 degree.
Yes, sir. 60 cos 60 degree.
Okay, horizontal component. Vertical component?
60
60 sine 60 degree.
60 sine 60 degree. Okay. Now you can see
Yes, sir.
horizontal component. This is 30 cos 45 and 60 cos 60. Vertical component 30 sine 45, 60 sine 60. Okay. Now 30 cos 45 is half. Again 60 cos 60 is half. This is cos 45 is 1 by root 2. This comes out to be sigma x is equal to 51.21. And similarly, vertical component 30 sine 45 plus 60 sine 60. This comes out to be 73.17. Just check up, are you getting or not? Did you got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now resultant is what? Resultant is what? Summation root of summation of x square, summation of y square, root under square root. This. Then you should get this one. हाँ सो जान or angle summation of tan inverse of this one, tan inverse of this 55 degree. Did you got this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see, magnitude is 89.31. This is VMR. This is standard format. Okay. And angle pi r, this is the pi r, omega t plus pi r. So this you have to write 314 t plus 55. This is the resultant voltage. Resultant voltage. You need not to. Now you can draw this one. So angle is 55. So leading it is already it has started from this. This is 55 like this. This angle is 55 degree. Like that you can draw the resultant waveform. This is VMR small. Okay, this is VMR. This is magnitude VMR capital. This is small v, instantaneous value. Okay, this angle is 55. It has started earlier at an angle 55. 0 starts before 0. 0 of the waveform starts from this reference 0. This is reference 0 before at an angle of 55 degree. If it is minus 55, then after 0 you have to start like that. Okay. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similar types of problems only. Okay. Tomorrow we'll solve this one. Tomorrow, okay, I am going to wind up this chapter.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then today I will give the assignment. Okay. First assignment.
Yes, sir.
And have you tried to download the textbooks?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Which book you have downloaded?
So the first one.
First one. Okay. Today I will give the one more this one textbook reference. Some Rajput is there. Okay. He has explained in a better way. It is a good textbook. You can download that one. That is only one book because DC
Sir,
Kulshrestha.
which
It is
one to refer? And the one you will be sending now?
yeah. One I will send now. That is because whatever I have sent, it is in the prescribed syllabus. Okay. Whatever I have sent till now. Okay, Sahadev is not there. That VK Mehta is there. Kulshrestha is there. Okay, all are in prescribed textbook. But I will send. This is Rajput. This is good textbook. Okay, and you can refer this one. Many problems here solved. Theory also explained in a better way. Okay, to understand and all that, this book is very good. Okay, I'll give the reference of that one. Okay, and simultaneously I'll send this one assignment also, and
Okay,
first module notes also I'll send once again. Okay, I have done some corrections. See there I have separated theory first and afterwards this one problems I have kept. Usually problems I used to do in classes. Anybody want to take printout? You just take out printout of theory portion only. Don't take printout of problems. Already I have solved many this one. Okay. And you have to write the assignment. Okay, I will tell
Okay,
you
sir.
what should be there in assignment.
Okay, sir.
So whatever the theory questions I have taken, all from question papers only I have taken questions in the assignment. So once you write in the assignment, it will be useful for your external exams and internal exams. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank
Thank you, sir.
you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.